And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved on the Bleeding Edge edition. Bleeding Edge simply means that you're getting near daily updates and, things can change, bugs are fixed, and you generally have the most up-to-date version. So I'm up on the surface here letting Arthur charge a bit in the sun, so when we go back down we can use some of that power to good use. I built myself a ore extractor and a hopper. I want to go down and get some of that lithium that was down there. I just got to find it again. I'm pretty sure we went off in this direction. Interesting light. Looks like we're getting a little sunlight coming through here. Or something. I don't know what the lighting is doing, but oh well. Helps us see at least. And there it goes. So I'm pretty sure our lithium was down here, because these were the diamonds. I actually had to watch the previous episode to get a bearing on where I was. Because I sort of lost where I was because I was in panic mode with the power situation from our last episode. But here's the lithium, and I actually want to mine a little bit of this. Let's see how big the vein is. So the vein isn't super huge, but it'll do for, we just need a few of them, because I want to use a neat little feature that we're going to unlock here in a bit. So this will pull 4 at a time. It's totally, or 8, yeah, 4 at a time. It does 2 cycles per minute, so it's 8 ore per minute. We will eventually be upgrading the drills. They have lots of upgrades that you can put in them. So I'm going to grab some lithium. I don't want it in that tab. I want it in this tab. I want it right there. Let's just grab one more set, head back up, and then we will use a neat little ore finding system that the game has. Get that, add a little bit more power. That way it'll mine a little bit. I think we're over here. Pretty sure we're up this way. Let's put a torch to sort of help us along. There's another big copper vein. A lot of copper around. I actually found one. If I go down here, I kind of mined in this direction a little bit, and looking for different veins of ore. There's some coal down there. There's a copper vein right here that is an okay size, not too much. But then there's this tin vein right here, and this tin vein, 3.5 million tin right there. That will last a long time once we get mining it. I like finding these big veins. It means I can set up a shop and just sort of mine like crazy. So let's get up here. We've got a little lithium. There is a improved ore scanning. I want to research that. and go over here. Make sure I can find it. Maybe it's in, no, where is it? Blank or ping. So we need copper wire and tin plate, neither of which that we can actually make yet. Wonder what recipe. Let's see. Advanced research might open it up. Oh, did that unlock recipes? It did. Copper housing we're not going to really use right now, but here's what we need to produce the plates and the wires. So the stamper plant converts stuff into plates.
Crafting.
One of those. This machine converts metal bars into wires, and it needs copper plate and tin plate. So we need to immediately build and produce. These don't need power, so you can kind of place them anywhere. And let's look at, I want copper in there. So let's look at some storage so we can move this stuff around. So I want 2 of these. One goes here and one goes here. Now with machines, you want to sort of control the flow of where the things are going. And the hoppers allow you to do that. If you look at the hopper down below, you can see toggle lock status is add and remove. Now, we don't want this thing to add and remove from both of these. We want these, you see the direction of the conveyor inside is going this direction. So we actually want it to remove from this one and only add to this one. So let's put in, if you hit shift, you can just put in 10. So let's do 10 copper bars. How much for the extrusion plant? So 5 copper plate, 3 tin plate. Well, we can only do 10 at a time right now, and it's a good number to start with. So it adds it right into there. So we've got 2, now we got 3. So the next thing we're going to want is some tin. So let's put 10 of these in there. So now it's got copper and tin, and it will just sit and process. So now we've got copper plate and we've got tin plate. It kind of just alternates the two. When there's a couple things in there, it'll sort of distribute itself. So one more tin plate and we'll be able to make the extruder plant. And there's my tin plate. So the extrusion plant
Crafting
is very similar, same sort of machine, only it converts stuff into wires. And we would like some copper wire to start with. And I want it to go this way, and let's see, how many more does it have? It has 4 more. Don't really want, I mean, these hoppers are awesome. I like building these hoppers, but they just consume so much iron. I'm going to hop down here and grab some iron. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Slow myself. Oh, my God. There we go. This is on low power, not low storage. Use some of Arthur's power to really give it a boost. Okay. So this is done, so I can kind of reallocate these storage hoppers. I don't want to waste too much iron here. So same sort of thing, I want remove only and I want add only, because that would allow me to control the flow. So let's do 10 wires, and the ping is just 1 wire and 7 tin plates. We're making 10 wire right now. So 7 wire would give us 7 pings. Now with these pings, it's a blank ping, and you need the ore of the material that you're looking for. Oh, I'm hypothermia in here. Power, please. So there's some copper wire. So let's craft some ore pings. Now you hit C to bring up your personal crafting menu, which you can then use to craft some simple things. You can't really craft a lot of complex things in this mode. You can craft storage hoppers from logistics hoppers, but just not from the bars. So let's craft a lithium ore ping, or 2 or 3, because I want to see if there's some lithium closer to, you know, my area, closer to like the iron and all that other stuff. And maybe there's some bigger deposits. I'm not sure. So let's fill up with some power. Grab the coal. So we've got a stamper plant. That's all finished, good to go. And let's go see if there's some lithium closer. Oh, I gotta make that. I gotta make that a little taller. Make it easier to get through. Okay, so we're at the level of iron, and I want to know if there's some lithium nearby or closer here. So if you just highlight it in your bar and you click the mouse, it'll send it out and tell you if there's any lithium anywhere around, and it doesn't look like there is. So that's unfortunate. Oh, looks like there was something over here. That was wasn't that the resin? Why is it pinging resin on lithium? That is a bug, I think. Or not. Maybe it's below this hive. Or not. I don't know. Let's kind of navigate and see. I do want to destroy this hive. So we only have one more lithium ping available. And I'm pretty sure this is where I was before. Yeah, it's definitely pinging the resin when I do a lithium ping. That's a bug. I'll have to report that on the forums. There is a resin ping that you can use. Looks like there's a block right down here. Ow. Do I have one more that I can use? Let's see. Because because it doesn't use any power. I don't have another one. Looks like there's something over there. Yeah, there are not too many other resources around. Not too much other lithium around to try to build up our supply. Oh, why do you get stuck? So get out of here before my power runs completely dry. Oh, there's the way out. That little bright spot in the sky, that's your beam kind of leading you home. So the ore pings really didn't show us any bigger lithium deposits. So that one that we're mining currently is probably our best bet. It's going to be kind of hard to automate that process just because it's kind of out of the way, quite a ways away from our base. I've got that one branch that has a bunch of copper and tin. I've got a shaft that shows a lot of copper and tin. One thing I'll do before we wrap it up here is I will create create a couple more of these pings, and then go down to the shaft. So I want to try to keep the ores that we're collecting kind of by where we already are digging. So I'll use one here. Let's make it a little darker so I can see. Oh, look at that. There is some lithium right here, just behind the wall. Bingo. Much easier to access than the other one. And it's a pretty small vein. We're going to probably mine that out really fast. So, but it should get us started. It should get us going with power transfer, able to move power down these shafts and everything. I'm curious to see if there's any more along these lines. So let's go down here and do another ping. So I found that one. Looks like there's no, well, there's some off this direction. It looks pretty far away, but I don't want to use my control click to dig because my power is getting a little low. Alright, well, I'll have to look at that. I'll look at that between episodes, see how big of a vein it is. If I can just branch off this main trunk here, that would be perfect. It looks like it's right over there, so anyway, we found lithium. We're starting to mine lithium. We even found some that's close by, so that's good news. We can kind of start expanding our mining operations. Once we get some lithium going, we'll be able to create some better power transmission devices, better batteries, and really sort of boost our production quite a bit. So that'll do it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.